Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you would, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video or the content that I'm putting out, hit the like button. Hit the bell icon if you would like to see the newest videos that I'm posting. So today we are going to go to the racetrack for the first time with the car and see what happens. So let's go. Alright, so like I said, today we're going to take the car to the racetrack. So all the clips you're getting ready to see are my first time ever in the car and at the track. The very first clip you're going to see is me getting in the car and driving it for the first time. When we got to the track, we told the official there after we got checked in that, you know, I was new to all this and new to the car, and they were super cool about it. And they, you know, basically said, you know, I could drive it wherever I wanted to. I could do a hit if I wanted to, you know, just no full hit. So got in the car, you know, just did a quick down and back, got on the gas real quick just to see what would happen. The car went straight, so that gave me kind of a warm and fuzzy that I was hoping that the car would go straight once I got up to the starting line and go. So that's the first clip you're going to see is me just trying to get used to the car and drive it for the first time. But before I do that, I just want to make one comment that, you know, we got there and basically, you know, we've never done this before. I had no idea what was doing. It was a test event. Didn't know how many people were going to be there. Didn't know how anything worked. Everybody, we had one other guy there, so it was just me and him. We had the track basically to ourselves, so it couldn't have been a better opportunity for me getting used to the car for the first time. The people that were there were super awesome, super helpful. They kind of explained how these things worked and you know, just made us feel at home. So that was nice. The team that was there with them, they ended up helping us out throughout the night. Tools I forgot, or if I needed something, you know, they were more than happy to help give, you know, advice or whatever. So it was just a great time all around. One more thing I want to add before we get into this is none of this would be possible without my wife. She's my biggest supporter. She's by my side every step of the way throughout this whole process. She's always out, you know, coming and checking on me. She helps me get my gear. She's doing all my videoing for me. So we're working this together. Like I said, none of this would be possible without her. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but it was one of those things that, you know, I told her that I've always wanted to do this, and she said, go get the car and let's do it. And that's what we're doing. So I just want to throw that out there that, you know, I appreciate that very much. And in this next clip, what you're going to see is the first time I've ever pulled onto a track in the staging lanes, did a burnout, and went down the track in this car, and had a track in my life. So this is the first time ever for me. I've raced before, like I said, but never to this caliber and never at a drag strip. So basically, you're gonna have to bear with the video. I'm new at this. The wife is the one taking the videos. She's new at this. We're trying to basically figure this out as we go. Looking at the videos and giving my points on what I need to see in the video and kind of help her out. She's doing a great job. But like I said, these first videos out, bear with us both as you know we're learning and getting to this. So like I said, this is the first time down the track. My burnout was pretty much a joke. I knew I didn't want to do this full throttle the first time down because I had no idea what was going to happen. The launch RPM was 3,800 RPM and the shift module that I had was 7,000. The first time down the track, I never got to 7,000. I manually shifted just because I'm not used to the car. I didn't know what worked, what didn't work. So I left the line, I went down the track, it went straight. I was happy. Just after the 8th mile, the car got a little loose. I want to say it was kind of floating around a little bit, so I didn't stay on it the whole time. I didn't get a real clean run the whole night. Car basically got worse as the night went on. We'll find out later on how old the tires were, and a couple of people told me I shouldn't even have been there. So, but like I said, take a look at this, and this is, like I said, this is my very first pass ever. So this is the time slip from my first run. It was my 60 foot was 1.567. My 8th mile was 7.773 at 83.41 miles an hour. And my quarter mile was 13.451 at 72.89 miles an hour. Now, I wasn't really happy with this time at first, and then I realized that this was the fastest I had ever been in a quarter mile. So I got pretty happy pretty quick after that. So this next clip is a second pass. I got back and I was very happy with the way the car handled, other than it getting loose, and I had no idea what was causing that. But so I went to make my second attempt. Being I was more comfortable with the car, I decided to try getting on a little bit harder. I still manually shifted the car just because I wasn't going full throttle yet. So this is the second time going down the track. So this is my second time slip. So my 60 foot on this run was 1.644, the 8th mile of 6.916 at 100 miles an hour. Quarter mile was 11.568 at 93.96. So I was pretty happy with this. I mean, I beat my last run by over a full second. So this is a picture of the date code that were on the rear tire. I talked to somebody that's done this for a while, and he knew a guy that could read the date codes, and so I sent him this picture, and he called me back and told me, you know, how to read it. And then I realized that the tires were 10 years old, and he told me that if he'd have known they were that old, he would have told me, you know, not to even go out to race. But since I was doing as good as I was, he pretty much said, well, wait till you get new tires. So the next clip you're getting ready to see is the third pass down the track. This will eventually be my fastest pass of the night. Um, it's the first time I guess I was on the throttle enough to get the car to shift on its own. Um, it kind of spooked me a little bit. I wasn't ready for it. You can see the car kind of get a little sideways. I mean, it's not huge, but you can definitely see the car move. So I don't know if that was just the reaction of the car shifting, or if it was the reaction of the car shifting and me not expecting it. But this was the fastest pass of the night, and overall I was real happy with what I was doing to this point. All right, here's the time slip for that. It's 60 foot of 1.499 with an eighth mile of 6.677 at 99.74 miles an hour, and a quarter mile of 10.943 at 103.02. So I never thought I would be in 10 seconds on the first night. So this next clip is the fourth pass of the night. Obviously the sun went down, it got dark on us. I hadn't made any changes to the car throughout the night. I was just basically running it the way I came. It was going straight. I was happy with that. I didn't really know what else to change to fix what the car was getting loose. But in this pass, I think I was trying to push it probably harder than I had before, and it was really getting bad to where I was starting to get kind of worried. I think this pass I actually got a little close to the wall. I wasn't exactly straight on the starting line. And this pass also, I had got the burnouts to be pretty good. This was the first burnout I did that the car actually shifted into second gear. When I came up to the line, it shifted, and I hadn't had that happen before. You will see the launch on this was pretty pathetic. I went to hit the line lock on the steering wheel, and when I hit the gas, the car just took off. And about halfway down the track, I realized that I had forgot to put the car back in the first gear when I came up to the line, and then I realized that apparently the line lock button doesn't work when it's in second gear. So that's the awkward start on this clip. All right, that round, my 60 foot was 1.942. My eighth mile was 7.385 at 102.41. And apparently they had a glitch in the timekeeping system, so it did not record the mile per hour or the time. So this next clip is the fifth and final run for the night. It wasn't late. I mean, I still had plenty of time to do more runs. But I'd found a bolt that was stripped in the fuel bowl on the carburetor after that last run, and it was barely holding on. I mean, it wasn't causing any issues, but I just didn't want to lose the bolt either, and make it an issue. Plus, after this run, the car was really getting crazy at the 8th mile. And I had no idea what was really causing the issues and the problems, and I didn't want to mess with it there at the track in the dark with minimum tools. So after this run, we basically packed up and brought it home, and I would figure out later what was the problem once I had some more time. But this was the last run for the night. All right, so that run, my 60 foot was 1.549. My 8th mile was 7.249 at 87.04 miles an hour, and the quarter mile was 12.235 at 85.47. All right, so appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, this was my first experience at a drag strip. It's the first time ever in a drag car. It was a very successful night, I thought. I went way faster than I'd ever been before, and I went way faster than what I was expecting to be that night. I knew I had to figure out what was going on with the car, and I knew I'd end up having to do another night, test night, to make sure everything that I did fix or did take a look at or did change actually worked before I did any kind of major racing with the car. But I was way more comfortable after the night, so I'm going to basically call this a huge success. So yeah, huge success. First time ever in the car, first time at a drag strip. So I'll take it as a win. So like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, like the content, hit that thumbs up, and we'll be back with the next video doing some work on the car after what I learned at this night, and we'll be back to do some more racing. Thank you.